Looks like a heat pump to me.
Okay, so where is the air conditioner?
It's an air conditioner, yeah. It looks like an air conditioner.
So where is the pump? Is it going to heat? Is it going to cool? It's doing both?
Well, it's an air conditioner and a heat pump in one. In the industry, we just call it a heat pump, but it's an air conditioner.
No sales gimmicks, no confusion, just expert advice to help you stay comfortable and save money. And now, the Information for Customer Success show.
I mean, yes, you got it. That's a heat pump. And heat pump is a very strange name. I don't like it because it confuses people. They think there's some kind of a pump. They think it's a heating only system. Well, it is not. Heat pump technically, by scientific standards, is a good name for what it is doing, and I'll explain that a little bit, but think of a heat pump as a two-way air conditioner. Think of an air conditioner as a one-way air conditioner. So a heat pump is an air conditioner, and I'll dive right into it. Yeah, all right, enough of this confusion. So when you hear the word heat pump, most people think it's just a heating system. That's exactly the feedback that I get all the time. But here's a twist. A heat pump actually provides both heating and cooling. Simple analogy, think of it like a refrigerator in reverse. A fridge pulls heat out of your food and sends it into your kitchen. A heat pump pulls heat out of the outside and sends it into the inside. It's sort of a reverse air conditioner. So the way I kind of try to make people think about it is in the summertime. You're standing right there at the outdoor air conditioning unit. You're feeling the air coming off of the air conditioner, and it is hot, right? And inside, if you're feeling air coming out of your diffusers, it's going to be cold. So imagine you just have a magic little switch and you turn that cycle, you reverse it. You reverse that cycle, and now inside, the hot air is coming through the diffusers, and outside, you're feeling cold air coming off of that condenser, which is now a heat pump. And that reverse cycle really is an air conditioner with a component called a reverse valve. That's as simple as that. I mean, heat pumps do get more complicated. The more advanced heat pumps have a little bit more to them than just reversing that. There's a lot, different circumstances of the units running, but essentially, it's an air conditioning system that actually is able to heat using air conditioning technology. So unlike your other heating sources, it's the one heating source that doesn't actually generate heat, it actually moves heat. Without getting too technical, most furnaces burn a fuel, whether that's gas, it's propane, it's oil, they're actually creating a fire, and we all understand fire creates heat. Well, heat pump doesn't do any of that, so where does the heat come from? The heat is technically pumped from the outside, not directly the air, but in scientific terms, there is heat outside no matter what the temperature is, unless it is absolute zero, which none of us have ever experienced absolute zero. So to us, 10 degrees outside may be cold. To a heat pump, in the scientific world, there's heat to be captured outside. So what does the heat pump do? The heat pump basically moves and transfers that heat from the outside to the inside. That's what makes it extremely efficient. We are not burning any fuel. We are not creating any heat, which of course there's exhaust gases with that phenomenon of creating heat, and there's a lot of waste. We are literally transferring the heat that already exists to the inside. That is what a heat pump does. We can get into a lot of different things with heat pumps and different types. There's a thing called a cold climate heat pump. So if you ever hear somebody telling you that no, heat pumps do not work in our climate, you can tell them that they're absolutely wrong, because there's different kinds of heat pumps, and there is such a thing called a cold climate heat pump, and it will work perfectly in a colder climate. And of course, there's nuances to the design. But what I want to convey in this show is that we can go into a lot of different details. Probably I'll do this in different shows about, how heat pumps work exactly, and where it's best to use them, and, what designs are capable and what things to watch out for. The intention of this is just to make people aware of the word heat pump, because I know it's very popular today out there. And even as I come across many clients, they'll just nod their head saying, yeah, I heard heat pump. And you start explaining it to them, and they're like, where is the pump? Right? So if this is a heat pump, where is my air conditioning system? And it says, I hate using the word heat pump. That's reality. Let's call it a two-way air conditioning system. And the way I'm going to wrap this up is that if you're getting a new air conditioning system in your house, do you want that air conditioning system to only be capable of one thing, or do you want it to be capable of two things? So if you want it to be capable of one thing, it's just an air conditioning system. If you want it to be capable of two things, it is a heat pump, because now it's able to cool and it is able to heat. It's just an added bonus. You don't even have to make the decision that this is going to be your only heating source. You can still have your, extra boiler, whatever else is heating your place, but why not, for a little bit of extra money, have your air conditioning system do more? That's the concept. Why not have it do more? Because for the majority of the United States, definitely the New Jersey area I am in, your air conditioning system stays stagnant for 6 months at least. And I'm going to argue a little bit more than that, absolutely. You can say April, but realistically we have May, June, July, August, September, where your your air conditioning system is really being utilized. And, heavily, of course, in the June, July, August days, but the other months it's not being utilized as much. So you made this big investment into your house, but half the year it's sitting there kind of not doing anything for you. So why not make it do something for you? Why not make it beneficial? Have it be a heat pump. Have every air conditioning system be a heat pump. So to wrap this up, a heat pump is an air conditioning system. A heat pump is a heat pump. A heat pump is both heating and cooling. And let's start calling heat pumps two-way air conditioners. This is a nice little short segment on heat pumps. I just wanted people to understand what the word heat pump really means, what it really is. And of course, I'll be making other shows that go a little bit deeper into heat pumps and heat pump designs. But if you find this useful, please like and subscribe. And any questions you have, please email me at questions@icsHVAC.com. Thank you very much.